Hello SLAPAFISH community, and welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Mauerbrecher, which is the level 100 season free reward tank. So this is a tier 8 German super heavy. It's premium, has 1,700 hit points, and also is one of the tanks that has a secondary weapon. So I want to talk about a little bit about the Mauerbrecher's backstory. So the backstory of the Mauerbrecher when it first came out on PC and console, it got a bad rep because it had 3 major weak points that were very, very easy to hit, and they were super weak. That was the lower plate, the cupola, and the gunner's port. The machine gun port on the very front of the tank. So it didn't feel like a super heavy tank. About 2 years ago, I think it was, Wargaming on console, this changes has never happened to PC, but on console, they made changes to the Mauerbrecher that buff those weak points. So those weak points are not really weak points anymore, and they're really hard to pen. Like, okay, here's the overall armor of the tank. The turret armor is 230 at the front, 160 at the sides, and 100 at the rear. The frontal armor is 180 at the front, 130 at the sides, and 100 at the rear. Now, that weak point that was on top, the cupola, got buffed to 200 millimeters of armor. And it's rounded, so it makes it pretty hard to penetrate, but it is still penetrable. And the match that you're going to be seeing, before, you could not do what I'm doing with the tank before it got its buffs. Also, the secondary weapon is really handy to keep people tracked. Like this poor ISM right here. That, yeah, have fun, little ISM. Anyway, back to the weak points. Now that machine gun port got removed. Well, it didn't get removed. Its armor got buffed to 180 to match up with the rest of the frontal hull. And the lower plate got 130. It's 130 now, which also is a really good, strong angle. So, overall, the front of the Mauerbrecher is super hard to penetrate. Most of it, you're going to need premium rounds to pen it. Especially if you're in a 6, good luck. 7 may be able to penetrate them. If you get lucky or a high penetration, tier 8 is going to struggle. But tier 9, tier 10 won't struggle that much, but they will struggle also. Because that's 180 millimeters, and also it's angled. This tank has super strong frontal armor ever since they buffed the weak points of this Mauerbrecher. So, yeah. Don't believe me? You still think the tank is crap? Oh well, it's a free season tank. You can play it, try it for yourself, and see how it goes. Awesome. You can also play around with that secondary weapon. So, what about the gun? Little stats about the gun. 440 damage per shot on standard. Nothing too crazy. 220 on standard penetration. 260 on its premium. Its mobility sucks since it's a super heavy, but yeah, you're pretty good at ramming. If I can actually pull off a ram right here on this G-sword, did like 200-300 even with that G-sword pulling away, which was quite impressive. Mobility 25 forward, 15 reverse with a terrible power to weight ratio of 9.57, and you also have 8 degrees of gun depression, which I thought was actually impressive on this tank. So I have a little bit of time to go over the equipment and crew skills I have on this thing. My equipment is Spalliner, Advanced Loader, Powertrain, and the Enhanced Target Info. Skills are Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Steadying, Deadeye, 6th Sense, Armor Angling, Adrenaline Rush, Clutch Braking, and Situational Awareness. So yeah, free Season 100 tank. You like it, you like it. You hate it, you hate it. Sell it. Or keep it around in case you get it into a keycard. But overall, this tank has been majorly buffed since the first time it came out, while getting a multi-weapon system on the tank and getting its weak points buff. So yeah, that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH because one is not. And peace out. See ya.